So you can ride a Talaria in the store. No one's saying anything. Woo! All right, guys, it is time to take the Talaria XXX to work and see how it performs, even though it is a very skinny bike. It's actually pretty fun. So let's get on the way and go. Oh yeah, there's a process to turn this on. I was hoping it was a key, like the Sur-Ron. Hold on. There's a process I gotta do. So I gotta do that, hit the start button, make sure the kickstand's up. I might take the kickstand sensor off. It's good for new people, but I like to take the kickstand sensor off because it won't let you do anything. So it's telling me to wait. Okay, now it's ready to go. Okay, now we're good. So we're also going to be showing our speed as well on here and our miles traveled to work, and then we'll just double it, and then we'll see what our range is as well. Now, one thing I'm gonna recommend right off the bat, before you even get your bike, if you already ordered it, you're waiting for it to come, or maybe you have one already, highly recommend that you guys get some type of keychain for the little RFID, is that what it's called, for the little sensor thing for the key? Since it's not an actual key, it's not bulky, you're definitely gonna lose it. It's so tiny, it's like a little card that I can definitely, that guy has this, that guy has a cup on top of his car, he's just chilling. He probably forgot he put it up there. That's funny as hell. I get sidetracked all the fucking time while doing these videos, man, damn. But definitely think about going and getting like a lanyard or like something that you can put the thing on. And then also remove both of them together and put the other one somewhere in your house. Like if you have a safe or you have something you can store it away with, because you do not want to lose the keys to this bike. It's going to be so easy to do that. That's one thing I've actually been worried about. I lost one set of my Sur-Ron keys. I have no idea how it happened, but it does happen. And I even had a lanyard thing on it, so got to be careful. I don't know how easy or how hard it would be to get a replacement one. Another thing you're going to want to do on this bike right away when you get it, if you're going to like ride in the street, and even if you're actually not going to ride in the street, if you're going to be over there in the bike lane, get a handlebar for this end. Oh man. The lights aren't in my favor today. I was actually rushing, trying to hurry up and go to work, and I'm actually running late, like 10 minutes later than I would normally leave for work. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be so late. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm gonna be on the Talaria XXX. I'm gonna make it there perfectly fine. I'll probably be there in the same amount of time that I would any of these other 28 mile per hour e-bikes. Because technically, all right, no cops behind me, that's good. This is not really an e-bike. And I did sell my Onyx RCR, and I had the guy ride this for the first time. And he said that this thing is a wheelie machine. After watching Sir Ronster's video, he was telling me how he's like, dude, this thing just wanted to pick up. You really gotta know the placement of like your body weight and everything like that. I kind of sit a little farther forward, but I'm not really hunched over. I said that in my other video review, is you don't really need aftermarket handlebars for this, because the higher you go, the more you're gonna be sitting like this, and the more easier when you hit it full throttle, you need to lean forward so it doesn't actually wheelie. I like it. I like how the seating position is. The seat, again, it's super tiny. Oh, you know what? I was gonna go around, and then I was like, I don't know. Forget it. I forgot, I don't have pedals. If I had pedals on here, I'd probably go around and do some stuff, but again, I'm not really in a rush. I'll make it to work on time. When we get to our other main street, we'll just haul ass. Another thing is, these companies need to hurry up and make a pedal kit. Lunicycle says on their website that they do have a pedal kit that they're gonna have, and it's gonna be, I think, under 150 bucks or somewhere around there. So I don't know if it's gonna be a power pedal kit. I really don't think it is. I personally think I wanna put a power pedal kit on here, just so I can actually like pedal this bike if I want to, but at the same time, I've never had one. Maybe you guys can drop a comment and let me know if you guys have one on your Talaria or your Sur-Ron. I'm curious to know if you're able to actually turn the pedals off if you want, or if it's always active. Because I don't want it to always be active with the pedals. I just want to have it on there just for legal reasons, that it actually can be powered by the motor with pedaling. Because the ones I have on my Sur-Ron, you pedal, but it doesn't do anything. And the cranks are so short that you could do like maybe 4 or 5 miles an hour. You're actually just trying to hold the bike up at that point. Also, I got my weights confused. The Sur-Ron is actually 2 pounds lighter than this, which is insane. But keep in mind that the Sur-Ron, I believe it came with, was it a 32 or a 34 amp hour battery when it first came out? So that makes a huge difference. Batteries on these bikes are very heavy, absolutely insanely heavy. That's like the heaviest thing on an e-bike. Oh, this is gonna be fun to get across. At least this bike is fast. I gotta make sure there's no cops behind me. Ooh. You gotta be careful when doing that. If you're not experienced with riding one of these and this is your first one you're gonna get, because it is cheap, I think a lot of people can afford this one. Be careful when doing that. Don't just think that everyone's gonna stop for you. It's better to be safe than sorry in situations like that. Ah, man, I love this thing. Absolutely love this thing. Yeah. I wanted to have my coworker ride this if we ever had time, because sometimes we get off at the same time. He just sold his Rev 1 from Ride One Up. I just raced him the other day on my Rumble Motors Apex e-bike, the dual motor one, which we'll have more videos of that soon coming out after this. But he sold it and he got a Harley, and I was like, no. I was like, man. So no more e-bike for him. Don't pull out. The guy was going pretty fast in his driveway. I mean, I'm going pretty fast too in a residential area as well. You're not batting any eyes, but this bike is louder than the Sur-Ron for sure. I don't know how. I really don't know how this bike is louder than the Sur-Ron. Now, I understand why it's louder than the Talaria and all that, because it has a gearbox, and this doesn't have a gearbox. They're working with the belt and a chain. But I don't know, man. This chain is very loud. Maybe I just need to lube it up with something. Slap some grease on it, and then maybe it'll go away. Or maybe it just needs to kind of break in a little bit. Maybe once it breaks in, you get that grease covered on the sprocket and stuff, maybe it'll clear up. Now, I'm full out. I'm going against the wind. This is a 45 mile an hour zone right here. I'm barely able to make it over there. Now, the speedometer on the actual thing says 51, which I'll take this off probably later in the video when we do the night riding video so you guys can see the display a little bit better. I noticed that it flashes in the video, which is unfortunate. So it's very hard to see that little egg rider display right here on the left-hand side. Anyways, 51 miles per hour here and then 46 miles per hour on this thing. So right now, oh, now 45. So that's 6 miles an hour off. So I better not hear you guys say I did 50 something miles an hour. It's real GPS confirmed. It's not. Unless you're a baby and you weigh like 80 pounds. I don't see anyone at all, unless you're going downhill or have like a lot of wind going your way. I don't see anyone hitting that high a top speed on this bike without modifying it. Or you could if you change out the rear sprocket in the back. That's actually something I thought about doing. But I feel like this bike has just enough power to get up to speed safely when you do want to like go around traffic. So I don't want to take that away from the bike. If it had a little bit more power, then I would probably drop the sprocket like I did on my Sur-Ron, but it doesn't have a ton of power. If it had more, 100%. But I don't know, we'll just see what powerful lithium and some of these other companies like Chai battery systems. I'll have discount codes for all their batteries as well. So you guys can order whatever you want depending on when they come out with a battery for this. They're gonna have a 60 and a 72 volt. I'm just hoping the controllers are gonna be very easy with the wires and stuff to put them in here, because this bike is very tiny. Now it looked like there was a lot of room to put some stuff in there, but at the same time, once you have bigger wires, like gauge wires, and you know, maybe you wanna hook up some turn signals to this bike like I did on my Sur-Ron, maybe you wanna have a dedicated like switch for some other stuff, it gets very cramped on these bikes, so just keep that in mind. I'm very worried about how skinny this bike is and the cable management after we start modifying it. Because now that the Onyx is gone, baby, we might do some stuff. We have to. We definitely have to. All right, let's be careful. I want to take this road, man. I was thinking about it. Nah, not yet. Let me see how it looks up here, and then maybe the next time we roll through here with the Rumble Motors bike or a different bike that I got to take to work, maybe then we'll roll through this. I don't want to go through it yet without knowing where the end's at and if I can get out without having to like jump over the curb and go through a bunch of obstacles. Well, it looks super nice. Definitely want to ride on it. Oh, you know something I didn't do in my review, and it really wasn't a review, it's just I'm trying to get these videos out as fast as possible, but you notice I'm going to work every single video because I'm so busy with work. Like I got 48 hours. They called me in on my day off, and I just couldn't do it. I had stuff to do. But real quick, I didn't do the eco mode in the last video when I took this out, so let's see how eco mode is. All right, all right. Eco mode feels like how this bike feels with half throttle in sports mode, but when you're fully pulling it all the way, that's how the power feels in sports mode on half throttle. That makes sense. It still pulls decently fine. Let's see what it tops out at. Oh, it goes faster than I thought. Okay, 30 miles an hour. All right, not too bad. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's switch it. Woohoo! There we go, there's the power. Let's get our, oh my God, our aggressive regen. God, that regen is so aggressive. All right, it's gonna look very weird being in the bike lane next to traffic when I'm probably gonna be doing the same speed as them, so we'll see. I don't wanna look at anyone because they're gonna look at me very weird. We'll see. We're going with traffic, baby. Are we gonna pass them? Let's see how fast we go going downhill. Woo! I came out of my seat. Not as soft as the Sur-Ron suspension. 49, 50, come on, 50. Come on, 50. Oh, you little bitch. You wouldn't give me 50. All right. All right, I see you, Talaria. My Sur-Ron was nicer to me. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. It's actually been a long time since I've had a stock Sur-Ron, so I really can't compare that. Now that I have an aftermarket controller on that bike, it's game over. Everything's different. But we're here, but I love this bike so much, and it's not a sponsored video. I paid for this thing myself. I just want to ride around everywhere. Decent amount of power, nothing crazy, not slow at all. Decent sized battery to get like probably 30 miles of range if you're just kind of in and out of traffic, but you're not going full out like 24/7. But if you put it in eco mode, man, you can probably get like 40 or 45 miles. It's just super nice. I'm loving it. I love it, just the way it is. Yeah, I like that little hop to it. All right. Now, can I hit the start button and it turn off? No. Can you hold the egg rider display and it turn off? No. The only way to turn it off is with this button right there in the middle. And then tonight, in a little bit, we'll be able to see how the headlight looks because I didn't see any adjustments on it, so I'm hoping it looks straight on the road. And then the tail light as well. We could check that out and see how that is. You can see our top speed. So 6 miles exactly it said on here. That's slightly off, to be honest. But our highest top speed was 49.4 miles per hour. Cool, almost 50, but you know, the bike didn't want to give me 50. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys 5 seconds at nighttime. Flip this bike around actually, so let's see how easy it is to move. So you kind of pick it up from underneath the seat and then just grab the bars and just kind of swing it. It's not bad, it's definitely not as light as a regular e-bike. It's technically not an e-bike anyway, but it's doable and I'm not that strong. I don't go to the gym. There we go, even though there's a gym right behind my store. Come on, big chain. That's what I gotta lock up my bike with to make sure no one messes with it. We gotta get out of here. Right, let me set this so someone's not gonna accidentally step on it. Be my fault. All right, so gotta do the sequence of turning the bike on. Here we go. I don't know what's worse, Rumble Motors e-bike or this bike. 1, 2. Gotta wait for this to come up. Takes a little bit. We'll take this off like I said. Woo! Let me stick it onto here for memories. Just put it right there. All right, so now it says wait. Now we can hit sports mode. Now we go right in the store. Legit, I need to ride in the store because I gotta go get my stuff. Woo! Power, baby, power. Definitely feel the regen going through here. See, you can ride a Talaria in the store. No one's saying anything. All right, let me grab my stuff and we're gonna head out. All right, here we go. So the bike says wait. The good thing is I thought you always had to hit the start button after doing the kickstand, and you don't. So maybe I might leave my kickstand sensor on. I'm not 100% sure yet, but let me get out of the store and then we'll put the phone up here so you guys can see, but I'm gonna ride a little bit longer in the store. Let's go, baby, let's go. I need an energy drink? Nope. We got places to go. We're leaving. Oh, I can't make it. Oh, I can make it, I can make it. I'll make room. I got this. My bike's tiny.
Just push it over here this way. There you go.
Oh, I got it, I got it.
All right.
Yeah, I put the key on number 1.
Okay.
Just so you know.
See you later.
All right, and it's locked too, so you're good to go.
That's a new one, huh?
Yeah, brand new.
How much this one?
3,000.
Jeez, man.
But it goes 48 miles an hour.
Oh, you can kill yourself in this one.
Yeah.
Too fast.
Nah. It's actually pretty stable. It's made to like do dirt jumps and stuff like that, so it's not too bad. All right. You guys can't see it, but I need to hit my headlight switch on. There we go, there we go. All right, so what is this? Is this the low beam or the high beam? Okay, that looks like the high beam. Okay, so we're gonna come to this little section right here that's kind of not lit up. Oh, okay, that's definitely the low beam right there, and this is the high beam. There we go, okay. No adjustability though, it looks like. I don't know, let's leave it on the low beam for now and just kind of see how it is. I guess I can't really say if there's adjustability or not. I really just can't see if there is. There are like 2 little panels on the side. Oh, I don't want to get this thing wet. I haven't popped off the headlight to see if there is like an adjustment with the Allens or screws or whatever it is. So I have no idea yet. Woo-hoo-hoo! Man, this bike feels good. Feels so good. We're gonna take the long way home because I'm enjoying this thing so much. I'm definitely having a blast. But holy crap, I can't see, man. I can see because of the street light. Okay, now I can see. All right, it's not that bad. You guys get an idea. I'll try to make some turns. You definitely see it a little bit better when I turn. But how does the high beam look? I hate the fact that, check this out. So to go from the low beam to the high beam, it automatically turns off. That's the daytime running light. And then there's your high beam. I actually might leave it on the high beam. I don't want to be that dick, but at the same time, I want to be able to see what's in the road and protect myself because I'm very tiny on the road. So this isn't bad. I actually like it, but man, the Rumble motors that we just took out the other day smashes this headlight, man. This thing is not as bright as the Rumble Motors e-bike. It also doesn't look as bright as the Onyx RCR that I just sold. And it definitely, okay, it does look brighter than the Luminade headlight that I have on my Super 73, but that's because I did put a yellow film on it. All right. People just walking in the bike lane. Alrighty, all right. I barely saw them. It was like last minute until I saw them. I like the fact that I didn't really move out of the way. It was like they're trying to punk me, like, I'm like, I'm pretty fast, man. I'm just gonna go on the street. That's what's rough with this bike, man. It's like, do you stay in the bike lane or do you stay in the street? I feel like a mix of both works good, but when I'm just trying to casually cruise, but I still want to go over 28 miles an hour, I want to just stay in the bike lane. But you're technically not supposed to do that, so I don't know. You're not supposed to do anything with this bike. Until we get pedals on it, this is not legal. Oh, I can definitely see how high that beam is now. It's like halfway in the trees over here, if you guys can see that. So this thing is definitely high. I might be blinding people, to be straight up honest with you. Let me turn it down. I'll turn it down. There we go. Can't get mad at me now. It's still very high, actually. Looking at that car, it needs to be lower for me. Maybe if I see, can you see when I go down, you guys can see how that headlight looks. Yeah, man, there has to be an adjustability on this thing, man. Another thing I noticed, because this is my first time riding it at night, is that you do have a little red indicator right here. I didn't know what color this was. I knew it lit up a color, I just didn't know exactly what it looked like. It's nice and bright at night. I like that. Is that a train? No, no. Man, this is why we go the opposite way coming home, because I don't want to get stuck by a train. And we're by the CHP station. Whoop, whoop. There they come. Bad boys, bad boys. Oh my God, look at it. It's going back here. Well, you already know. We a bike. We're passing all this traffic. I'm getting to the front. And it looks like, oh, I thought it was ending, but it's not. No turn signal, unfortunately. I can't use any turn signals. What else? So I'm going to have to go probably around this car. I don't know if they're going to let them get in there or not. We need a mirror on this bike. Maybe I said it already. I made 2 videos so far. I'm not sure, but we need to definitely get a mirror on this bike soon. I might have said it when we first came on the trip. All right, so I know this car is not going to get let in, so. So we're going to have to just fit in. Aha! Talaria XXX for the win. Come on, car. We can go faster than this. Come on. Get your butt in gear. Let's go. Your car can do like 150. Let's go. I'm limited to like 40 something. It's all jokes, guys. It's all jokes, man. I'm just trying to have fun, have some entertaining content and stuff like that. I'm still trying to be safe for the most part, but I know you guys like to see some like cool, wild shit. I really wish I could wheelie, because that's what like number one thing that people look for is like stunning on Surons and Talarias and stuff like that. And Shreddy McSkate actually hit me up and he said, dude, that's probably the easiest bike that you're gonna learn the wheelie on. So I don't know. If we're gonna keep this since we sold the Onyx, maybe I might try to start. He sent me a little video, a little short showing that just learn by having your feet down. So I might have to start doing that little by little. I don't know. I just don't really want to get hurt. I got a daytime job I got to do every day, and then we won't be able to do YouTube videos, so that's gonna suck as well. Wait. Oh no, man, it'd be so fun though to be doing like 30-40 miles an hour doing a wheelie, but it ain't gonna be anytime soon. It might take me a whole year, to be straight up honest with you, and that's if I want to seriously do it. I'm really debating if I really want to. I'm starting to get up there in popularity. I don't want to do anything stupid just to, you know, gain subscribers, but everyone else is kind of doing it. I know it's not the right way to think, but I have always wanted to do it. I just don't know. I don't know yet. Look, in this light, I can't even tell that my headlight's on. I really can't. I guess it's good because I can see the road regardless, but I can't tell that my headlight's on. Okay. If you're gonna get in this lane, go faster, please. Why are you going slower in this lane? I don't understand why they got in this lane. Is it because they're gonna turn to the neighborhood? Okay, this road like merges over. Oh, look at them. Are they gonna start speeding up now? I think they're just being dicks, not letting me go through. This is when you turn the high beams on. Oh, they're not even gonna pass that car. Maybe they're new around here. Maybe they don't know that this merge is over. You got over for no reason, buddy. I could have passed all you guys, but no. So I'm curious to know how many of you guys are gonna put like a different sprocket on this bike and get more top speed out of it. I'm seriously thinking about doing it. It doesn't really have a lot of power if you do that to try to stay with traffic. It feels fine now, but I really think if you put like a 40 or a 42 tooth to get like over 50 miles an hour, like 52, maybe 54 you can push out of this thing. I just don't know like how it's gonna be getting up to speed. You could definitely get a lot more torque out of this thing if you're really planning on using this as a, like an electric bike. You got pedals on it, you want to do 28, 30 miles an hour roughly, class 3, then you could definitely have a ton of torque if you put a big sprocket on here. I don't know, you got some options. That's a cool thing about these bikes. Other bikes, you're limited. You got the speed controller that's, you know, on them, like the Super 73. You can't do anything unless they give you a torque update. And even then, it might brick your whole controller. I know, I'm throwing a little bit of shade at a Super 73. I still love them as a company. Whoever's running their marketing for like the pricing is horrible. It's really stupid. You guys have those bikes priced too high. Like, who wouldn't want to buy this bike over a Super 73? Even though, I mean, you got to get pedals for it too. So keep that price in mind. Maybe like $200, $300 extra add-on. But you can also get the Rumble Motors, the carbon fiber e-bike for $3,400 now. They're including both dual batteries. Why would anyone buy a Super 73R or an RX anymore? Like, and I'm being real. I'm not trying to be a dick about it. It's like, that's so much money for an RX when it does like 31, 32 miles an hour. I can't see it anymore. When those bikes are about 3,000, maybe like 3,200, that made them on the high price of e-bikes, but they were really cool because they have a really big community around them. But I don't know if their heads just got too big, and I don't know. But they do have a lot of endorsements and whatnot. That's probably not the right word for it, but they have a lot of companies investing in them. So they're a big company, trust me. They're not like Rumble Motors where it's like one guy with a few other people that he's working with. Super 73 is a huge team. Also, I don't know how big the team is for the Talaria. I just know that the guy, if I think I'm getting this information right, I've seen it online all over the place, so comment if I'm wrong on this before we end the video. But I heard the guy that did the R&D on the Sur-Ron, or helped make the Sur-Ron, he left Sur-Ron to make his own bike, and he made this one. And I have been told they're trying to price these bikes super cheap because they're trying to basically like get rid of the Sur-Ron at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to like throw this price out there to like make a point, like make a statement. You know what I'm saying? They want Talaria to take over. And I'll tell you right now, like, I love my Sur-Ron to death. 72 volts, badass. I mean, you can't go wrong with all the big parts that you can get, big companies that make stuff for it. It's like a Honda Civic. But I think these bikes are taking over. Absolutely taking over. Can't complain about this at all. I love it. And this is not a sponsored video. Everyone that's online talking good about this bike, even though they got paid to make those videos, I'm telling you the truth. I think the only real problem you're gonna have is probably gonna be maybe the seat. It's, for long periods of ride, it's not gonna be as comfortable as some other stuff out there. But not too bad, not too bad. We're gonna get out of here because that car's window was down. I don't know if someone was in there, but we out. I swear, man, people try to flag me down on this bike, and I'm like, nope, I ain't stopping. I don't know if you're trying to jack me or what, so no, I'm sorry. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys are seriously the true MVPs for sticking around and watching this video all the way to the end. 100% appreciate all you guys. You guys are making my dreams come true with being able to do this stuff and have money to, you know, review stuff like this, because they don't send people like me these bikes, so really appreciate it. Oh, here is the low beam. Here's the high beam. Low beam, high beam. Oh, yeah. I wish it wasn't in the middle, though. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. Oh, and real quick, I almost forgot. So we did 6 miles going to work, which I think is like slightly inaccurate. And then it says we did 6.4, so 6.5. So let's just say we did 12.5 miles if we just go off of this speedometer on iOS. So it's on the iPhone app Play Store. It is speedometer. That's all it's called. We got back at 59%. So basically 60% for 12.5 miles. Not too bad, especially I was riding pretty fast.
Answer is 66,000 feet.
What did you just say?